in-depth investigation into the events, and for more on its findings we can now speak to one of the co-authors of that probe, Peter Burkhardt from Human Rights Watch. Hello and welcome, and thank you for speaking to us. First of all, you came out with preliminary findings back in October. What's new in this report, this in-depth report?
This is our full in-depth report of over 100 pages on exactly what happened on September 28th. Includes a lot more details both on the killings and the rapes, as well as the cover-up which followed the massacre. We determined that between 150 and 200 people were killed that day, and many of the bodies have disappeared since. Even bodies were taken from the morgue. And brutal rapes took place both at the stadium as well as afterwards. The report also covers the responsibility of President Dadis as well as other commanders, including his personal bodyguard, Toumba Diakité, in the massacre.
Now, you're basically saying that this violence, it was premeditated, this bloodbath was premeditated.
Yes, I think it's important to stress that this was not an effort to disperse an opposition rally. The soldiers who came to the stadium came to kill. They closed off all the entrances and exits to the stadium, and then they fired on the protesters till they ran out of bullets, literally. And then they continued to attack them with their bayonets and knives. This was a massacre. It was premeditated, as clearly shown by their efforts to close off all escape routes, and it led to between 150 and 200 dead.
Now, these are very grave allegations indeed that you're launching against the military regime in Guinea, and a UN report is also due in today, or a UN team is expected to hand over their findings to Ban Ki-moon. Do you think that their report will differ from yours?
Well, we were able to brief the UN Commission of Inquiry. They are made up of very highly qualified individuals, and we're sure that their findings will closely mirror our own. They spent almost 3 weeks in Guinea, interviewed hundreds of survivors and eyewitnesses. And actually, the clash which took place last week between Dadis and his aide-de-camp, which resulted in the wounding, is probably a direct result of the increasing pressure in terms of accountability for these crimes, because it happened days after these men were interviewed by the Commission of Inquiry.
Now, after these reports, are you calling for action here from the international community, or what do you want the international community to do?
I've been working for Human Rights Watch for nearly 12 years, and the crimes we documented in Guinea are truly shocking. They amount to a crime against humanity, and the international community as a whole has a responsibility to bring about accountability. The nation of Guinea is still in shock about what happened on September 28th, which is a historic date for Guinea. It's the day they chose to become an independent country. And it's really important that Dadis Camara, Toumba, and the other commanders directly implicated in this massacre are held accountable for their crimes.
All right. Before we leave you, would you hold up that report for the benefit of our viewers, please? And this
is available on our website, Bloody Monday, both in French and English.
All right. Thanks very much for coming in to us and speaking to us today, sir.